Starting off Speed Week with an actual real speed demon, that being the Bugatti Chiron Supersport. Originally designed by, I guess, the Bugatti team, Volkswagen Audi group at the time, I think they still are, to make the ultimate highest horsepower GTL, obviously GT car. Obviously the first one, obviously in the iteration being the Veyron, 1000 horsepower, 253 mile an hour. This one replicated to be the Chiron Supersport 300, which got a unofficial record of 300 mile an hour. This one officially got 300 mile an hour, as you can see, and can do over 320 with slipstream and nitrous. With nitrous, it can get to about 315 mile an hour. So as always, we'll go over to the tuning shop, see what parts I've installed, and then we'll go over to the actual setup and see what I've done there. Starting off in the tuning shop over here, we've got our ultra high RPM turbo. I didn't buy the carbon prop shaft, so might as well buy that now, why not? And your weight stage 5. I always start off at the ultimate parts because, as I mentioned in the previous videos, if you buy any of these ultimate parts, you will buy their original part as well. So it will save you a lot of extra money going this way around. From extreme, you want your nitrous, your carbon brakes, which I chose to put on. I put the hydro and steering angle adapter on there as well. And on racing, I've put the racing intercooler, racing silencer, pads, brake balance controller, but I'm not using that. Suspension, racing clutch and flywheel, torque vector center diff, which I'm also not currently utilizing in this setup, I should say. Fully customizable racing transmission, stage 4 weight, and your racing soft tires. Then from semi-racing, you want your fully customizable computer, your high RPM turbo if you don't have the ultra high. What was it? Increased body rigidity and weight reduction stage 3, and your fully customizable LSD. I've forgotten how few parts you can install on this car for adding performance on it. From here you want your weight stage 2, and I've got my ballast and power restrictor there as well, just in case I need to build it for something else. Weight stage 1, and it comes with sports hards, and I don't know why I purchased sports softs, but it comes with sports hards. And just another note as well, this doesn't have a wide body, and it has the stock wheels as far as I'm aware. So stock wheels with the stock width and stock offset, so that way I guess there's less rolling resistance, so you can get more top speed. I think that's how it's supposed to work. Whether it works like that, I'm not too sure. So let's go over to the setup and see what I've done there. So we'll start at the setup. As you can see, I've renamed it top speed 6700 because 6700 RPM is about your shift point, since the ultra high RPM turbo and this is very peaky. So on the front we have sports hards, on the rear we have racing soft tires, fully customizable suspension, low as possible, anti-roll on 6, damping ratio compression on 40, expansion on 50, natural frequency high as possible, no camber, no toe, 60s all around for the diff, with the front torque the torque split distribution, that's a bit of a mouthful, at 40-60. Downforce, I've put, I think it's got front splitter, but the stock downforce is 50 as well, so that's as low as it can go, and the rear downforce is fixed at 100. The rear spoiler that comes up seems to affect its top speed drastically. If it was like the Veyron in the old Gran Turismo games, where like past 200 and something mile an hour, the spoiler would just come down and then would cause less drag, that would be good. But as you could probably see in the replay earlier, it stays up. So it's probably not giving you an optimum amount of top speed just because of that extra drag. But oh well, polyphony things. Fully customizable ECU on 100, no ballast positioning, no power restrictor. Transmission auto set to 440, and then I put these gears in. So first 3.092, second 1.985, third 1.203, fourth 0.914, fifth 0.725, sixth 0.591 and 7th 0.562 with a final drive of 2.841. I don't know why second and third are so far apart there, so I'll leave that to you to adjust. Red line 6900, so you want to be shifting about halfway up the bar before it goes red. Nitrous obviously on 50, and then ultra high RPM turbo. No anti-lag on this, weirdly enough, but as you can see with the power curve compared to the high RPM turbo, the high one is very flat, whereas this is all the power between maybe what, I don't know, maybe what's that, maybe 5 and 7,000 RPM. So you got peak power and peak torque at the same place. So this will be better to drive on a track. This is better for top speed and drag racing because you can at least tune the transmission to make sure that every gear shift stays in the power band. And then these are all the parts I have installed. Obviously no perma mods for this one because there are none. But yeah, that's day 2 of Speed Week done. Make sure you leave your comments below, see what you think. If you've got a better setup, share it with us as well. And then we will see what comes out on day 3. I've got a little teaser on my community page, if anyone looks at that these days, of what the cars are going to be for this week. If not, wait until tomorrow, and I'll catch you then.